put that on sale. Take me back, back to the shack, back to the start with the lightning strap. Kicking the door, more hardcore, rocking out like it's 94. Let's turn up the radio, turn off those stupid singing.
And welcome back to the Fox College Football Game of the Week, presented by the Green LED bulb. And Texas with a surprising 10-3 lead over 12th ranked UCLA as we prepare to start the second half. Gus Johnson along with Charles Davis and CD. You have to like the way Coach Strong prepared his Longhorns in that first half. And for UCLA, we're going to find out a lot about the Bruins over the next 30 minutes.
Yeah, Charlie Strong got his Longhorns off the deck after the BYU embarrassment. And now Jim Moore has got to get his UCLA Bruins going because they haven't really gotten started this season in a complete game. The three things you need to know here for this ball game in the first 30 minutes. Brett Hundley hurt his left elbow, left the game. We have not seen him back yet. Jerry Neuheisel now in the game at quarterback. And Texas's defense has done a fantastic job holding them since that time. And of course, we couldn't resist, folks. Swoops, there it is. Tyrone Swoops, the young quarterback, has played awfully well. So for Jim Mora, he's got to get his team ready to go. I think the offensive line has to play much better in the second half and help his running backs. And Texas on defense continue to attack UCLA's offense and Jerry Neuheisel.
So Hundley on the sideline. Let's go downstairs to Molly McGrath.
Thanks, Gus. I talked to Bruins head coach Jim Moore at the half. He told me that Brett Hundley is doubtful to return. He has that left elbow wrapped in ice, but he said, look, I'm not worried. We have all the confidence in the world in Jerry Neuheisel. He was born for this. This is like a movie script. Neuheisel's family is from Texas. We believe in him. We just got to protect our quarterback and stop the run for that fairy tale ending. Gus?
And you saw Coach Wannstedt during the halftime talk about if you're Texas, you got to run the ball.
Yeah, you got to run and take the pressure off. And UCLA, the same. We see our first half stats there presented by Geico. Went in the way of Texas as that game developed.
Here's a run by Paul Perkins with daylight. Perkins breaking it back again. Paul Perkins all the way down to the UT 15. That's a gain of 48. Duke Thomas with the saving tackle.
Exactly what Coach Wannstedt was talking about. You got a quarterback in the game who hasn't played much. Take the pressure off. Offensive line, these guys here have to get it together and really help out these running backs and create some space. They did on the first play.
Here's Neuheisel underneath, and Devin Fuller with the catch. Andre Diggs comes up with the tackle. Hundley headsets on.
And that's
elbow wrap.
That's impressive, isn't it, Gus? You see your starting quarterback out of the game. He could be in the locker room moping. Instead, he's out trying to help his team.
Second down and 6 at the 11. Opening drive of the second half for UCLA. Jordan James. So Texas hit with a big shot to start this second half. Adrian Colbert with the tackle. On the big run. Brings up third down, though, for UCLA. Down 10-3.
But after that big run, that big lightning bolt they struck with early, it's important to turn it into points here. You can imagine if Texas forces them to kick a field goal, a win for the Longhorns. Plays in opponent territory, Texas 10-8 so far this evening.
Third down 2 at the 9. They'll hand it straight ahead of the first down for UCLA. Perkins. Shiro Davis, the junior from Shreveport, Louisiana, with the tackle. So first down and goal now for the Bruins. Nate Starks comes into the game at running back. And he'll give it to him. Hicks defensively for Texas. Brett Hundley going out in the first quarter with an elbow injury. He's taken back into the locker room in the second quarter.
I'll tell you what, when they evaluate him for the NFL, the character check mark will be huge to watch a young man come back and help his team like that. See if they put the ball in the hands of Neuheisel to throw it here in this situation. Maybe Duarte 18.
Second and goal to the 3. Neuheisel throws it into the back of the end zone. Incomplete. Jordan Payton, the intended receiver. Michael Thompson covering defensively for Texas.
Excellent coverage by Michael Thompson. Had him pinned to the back of the end zone and made it difficult to get the ball to him.
Third down goal at the 3.
And Eddie Vanderdoes, number 47, has come into the ball game in a pullback position for UCLA. He can catch the ball if they sneak him out of the backfield.
Miles Jack in and running back. Neuheisel on the bootleg. Back of the end zone. Touchdown. Ayazi. And just like that, UCLA on their opening drive with a chance to tie it up.
Vanderdoes gets out into the flat. Yese just works in here, and that's how Neuheisel finds it. Good adjustment by Yese, coming back inside to catch it.
And the extra point is good. Bruins striking quickly to start the second half. And we're tied up at 10. Fox College Football is sponsored by the free LED bulb, the biggest thing since the light bulb. By Progressive, making it easy to bundle your home and car insurance. And by AT&T, mobilizing your world. So Jim Mora and his Bruins striking quickly, game tied at 10. And Charlie Strong, when he looks back at this game, he'll say to himself,
coin toss.
The coin toss.
And, you know, coaches give explicit instructions to their captains before they go out. I've seen it happen before, though, Gus. Captain goes out, gets a little bit confused, and guess what? You end up losing you end up losing your right to receive a kickoff in one of the halves. Texas lost it for both halves. That came back to haunt them as UCLA got the ball and scored.
So Fairbairn to send it away. Duke Thomas, Marcus Johnson back deep. And Marcus Johnson will take a knee. Let's go to Cole Wright in the studio for a Lowe's Never Stop Improving game break.
Thank you, fellas. Rice and Texas A&M, 7-zip Aggies, Kenny Hill and Ricky Seals-Jones. That's how you get it done. 13-yard connection. That made it a 2-score game. The Heisman campaign continues for Kenny Thrill. Back to you, gents.
Right. How about Ricky Seals-Jones? You know who his cousin is? Eric Dickerson.
It's a nice cousin to have.
Ended up going to Texas A&M instead of SMU.
See, I could be a really wise guy right now, but I'm not going to say anything.
We'll think it, won't say it.
So Charlie Strong and his offense takes over first down and 10 at the 25. Swoops. Knocked away. Terrific defending. And that's Ishmael Adams. And if you weren't with us at the top of the broadcast, UCLA won the toss. They deferred. Texas chose to kick it. That's why UCLA got the ball to start the second half.
Something about the state of Texas. If you go back to the old AFL, the name Abner Haynes, Google it if you get a chance. In the championship game, in overtime, his team won the toss, and he said, we'll kick to the clock. And they ended up having to kick off in overtime. Fortunately, they still won the game. But people in Texas still remember that with the old Dallas Texans.
Second down and 10, Swoops. And you just pulled that out of your head. I mean,
I've got some stuff in there that probably shouldn't be there. But Abner Haynes was one of the all-time great players in the AFL who made a mistake in overtime of an AFL championship game. Fortunately enough, they got the ball back and won the game. But otherwise, can you imagine? He ran over to Hank Scribb. Hank's like, why are we kicking off? Didn't we win the toss? My bad, coach. I thought we wanted to defend an end.
Third down and 3 at the 32.
They may end up taking a timeout here.
And yes, they will. Coach Strong signaling for the timeout. Faced with the third down. Back after this. Fox College Football is sponsored by the Mazda CX-5. Is downright fun and confidence inspiring on a curving road. All right, this October, history will be made as baseball's postseason moves to America's new sports network. Fox Sports 1 is your new home for baseball's National League Division and Championship Series. And it all begins October 3rd. Third down to 3 at the 32 for Texas. Here's Swoops. Throws on the move. Shipley incomplete. Had it in his hands with good coverage by...
It's Darius Pickett.
Darius Pickett.
Another freshman. Now watch. Look at Pickett. He's in the coverage there, and he goes through the traffic and is there at the catch, what you call the moment of truth when the ball arrives at the receiver's hands. And I thought it was Pickett because that's who we have, number 8. Instead, that says Ortiz, Jalen Ortiz on the back of number 8's jersey. The number 8 we were given was a Darius Pickett.
Over to the sideline. And we'll take a break. Jerry Neuheisel back on the field right after this.
Yeah, here are the top 5 teams ranked in the AP coming into this week. Auburn at number 5, Oklahoma at number 4, the Alabama Crimson Tide last week number 2. They were 3 last week, and then Oregon moves into the 2 slot, and Florida State, the defending national champions, at number 1.
First down and 10 to the 24, and this is Paul Perkins. Terrific defending for Texas. Jordan Hicks. We've called his name a number of times today.
Well, that was well diagnosed, wasn't it, by Jordan Hicks? They tried a little misdirection, throw back against the grain. Hicks is right there for the play.
A loss of 2. Second and 12 at the 22. Perkins keeps his legs churning. Desmond Jackson brings him down.
Remember the big run to start the second half by Perkins? Adrian Clem is the offensive line coach for UCLA. He did not like the way his offensive line played at Virginia, despite the fact Jake Brendel wasn't in the lineup. Their starting center. They had to shuffle and move Scott Quessenberry into center and bring in a true freshman, Najee Turan, to play. They gave up 5 sacks in that game and didn't play well. We really got after him. The next week they played a lot better against Memphis. I'll bet you at the half he told his offensive line, guys, a lot of this game's going to come on us now. Backup quarterback in the game. We're not going to throw it the way we did before. We need you to be real strong in the run game in the second half.
Injured Longhorn on the field is Desmond Jackson, the senior from Houston.
He's the counterpart to Malcolm Brown. They're the 2 forces inside. Desmond Jackson, known as Tank, one of the strongest guys on the team. You know, when you go and work out, Gus, you're at 225 on the bench. You start, you know, pumping them out. Desmond Jackson goes 32 times at 225.
32 times?
So he's getting close to your range.
Huh. Jackson has to be helped off. 32 times, 225. That's a strong man.
It's a strong man. Because you're also looking at, you know, I mean, 6 foot 298 listed. So the shorter arms probably help, but he's put some time in that weight room. And look at that. There's the head coach, Charlie Strong, going out to help his young man off the field.
Third down and 6 at the 28. Here's Neuheisel. Looking for the first down. Has Devin Lucien, but he won't get it. He comes up short. Duke Thomas.
Watch the defensive backs. You know what they're doing? Flat-footed reads, meaning they're not retreating at the snap very much. They're just staying right there because they're not respecting a receiver running by them yet. So without that, you stay right in the spot, play everything short and contested.
Mangle back in the game after being injured in the first half to punt. Shipley with the fair catch at the 35. So Tyrone Swoops and the Texas offense coming up right after this. Next Saturday, the Fox College Game of the Week comes to you live from Morgantown as the 4th-ranked Oklahoma Sooners led by Trevor Knight and East to take on the West Virginia Mountaineers from prime time. Big 12 clash on Fox Sports 1 and Fox for a full slate of college football starting at 3:30 p.m. Eastern and streaming live on Fox Sports Go. Remember, West Virginia won today. They beat Maryland. They played Alabama tough early in the season. First game, losing to the Crimson Tide 33-20. First down at 10 at the 35. Brown. And Malcolm Brown. Stopped by Eric Kendricks. Brown had a good rhythm going, but was taken out of the game for Jonathan Gray. And let's see if he can get that rhythm back.
He had 47 yards in the first half, ran the ball very well. Some nice ripping, slashing runs by Malcolm Brown.
Second and 6 at the 39. Swoops. And Johnson with the catch of the first down, Texas. Now Desmond Johnson being carted off. He'll go inside for an evaluation.
Yeah, the counterpart to Malcolm Brown, big Desmond Jackson. They call him Tank. They'll go get him evaluated. Hopefully we'll get to see him back here. Like the illusion they showed on the last pass play, Gus. Little cross action, circling, and sucking it in for the completion.
Goes down to 10 at the 47. And Brown spinning, he'll pick up 3.
Even on runs where Malcolm Brown isn't getting into the secondary, he's winning his run. That play should have been at the line of scrimmage 1 yard. Stays with it, spins off of it, and ends up gaining 3. Eric Kendricks met him in the hole, and for him to spin out of a tackle by Kendricks, that takes some effort, because Kendricks is one of the better tacklers in the country.
Second and 7. Brown the single setback. Shipley the motion man. Play fake. Roll out. Swoops. Incomplete. That one thrown behind Shipley.
Is really the only place to throw it, which is interesting because Jaleel Wadu, number 2, had sat in the short zone and had taken away the rest of the crossing route for Shipley. So when Shipley came, Swoops had to throw it to the backside of him. Otherwise, he ran him right into Wadu, and either it was a collision or a play on the football.
So Texas needs to go to the UCLA 43-yard line. Faced with a third down and 7. Ball at midfield. And Swoops will call a timeout.
And Charlie Strong is very unhappy right now. It's another timeout that had to be used.
Only one timeout remaining for Texas. The Texas Longhorns have played with great spirit, but they have mishandled some situations today.
Coin toss, where they ended up losing the ability to receive in both halves. A number of timeouts because they're not able to get the play calls in correctly. Let's see if they move Swoops here. That's when they have the most success throwing the football.
Third down and 7 at midfield. Swoops checks down. Malcolm Brown lowers his shoulder but will not pick up the first down. Kendricks along with Priest Willis.
Oh, look at that shot at Kendricks. Gus, that was a big league play by Eric Kendricks. Okay, look at 6 right here. Now watch him run to the football. Tries to get cut down by Jackson Shipley. Look at him get off the ground and make the play with some help from Priest Willis. Eric Kendricks, that's a great example of refusing to stay blocked. Coaches tell you all the time, you're going to get blocked, but don't stay blocked. Eric Kendricks scrambles through and makes another big-time play.
William Russ punting for the 3rd time. He's at his own 39. Adams back deep at the 7. Adams with the fair catch at the 11. Now, there's a brand new show coming to Fox that critics are really raving about, saying things like it's a lightning bolt of fresh air with the IT ensemble of the season. You don't want to miss Red Band Society this Wednesday at 9/8 Central on Fox.
That's headed up by an Academy Award nominee, Octavia Spencer. Remember her in The Help?
Yes.
Look at Jerry Neuheisel's numbers. Been accurate, but they're not getting much yardage out of it. Paul Perkins doing yeoman's duty, running and catching the football.
First down to 10 of the 12 for Jerry Neuheisel. He'll throw it on first down to the far side. Jordan Payton. And he gets close to the first down. May have it. Well, they'll spot it a little short. So he'll gain close to 9 yards.
Finally, they get Jordan Payton. I believe that's his first catch of the evening. Their leading receiver coming into the game, the guy that Brett Hundley trusted the most in the receiver position.
Handing it off to Paul Perkins, who picks up the first down. Jordan Payton last week against Memphis, 7 catches, 104 yards. He's had 15 catches coming into this game. Brett Hundley, if you weren't with us at the beginning of our game in the first quarter, Brett Hundley going out with an elbow in. Perkins.
Looks like they're going heavy here for UCLA. I think they brought in an extra offensive lineman, number 68, Connor McDermott, playing on the right end here. He's an offensive tackle.
3rd and 1. Play fake. Neuheisel has to get rid of it. Incomplete. Texas brought pressure. Cedric Reed. And UCLA has to punt.
And that's the second time tonight that Cedric Reed has made a big play without actually touching the football. Because on the play fake, they thought they would get him frozen. They weren't able to because he got right in the face of Neuheisel. And he altered the play without physically touching anyone.
Jackson Shipley back deep. And a fair catch it at the 30-yard line.
So I said earlier in this game that the pressure had shifted to UCLA's defense, okay? Because they lost Hundley, the offense might have a little bit of a struggle, and Texas's defense was going to attack UCLA's offense without Brett Hundley. Now, the Texas offense has to find a way to score some points. Their defense is playing very well for them, making this stand up. They've got to find a way to put the ball in the end zone, kick it through the posts, and help out their defense a little.
Jonathan Gray back in the game. Here's Swoops. And complete. That was thrown pretty well. Should have been a catch for John Harris, who made a big one in the first half.
So fortunate it wasn't picked off. That's a tip drill the defensive backs work on all the time. A little high, but John Harris got to go up and get it. You got to help out your quarterback sometimes. And that ball stays up, and Ish Adams, quick, almost gets to the football.
Second and 10. Swoops again, this time to Gray. Jonathan Gray, he is roughed up. Tahan Goodman, the safety. Now you see UCLA defensively, they're really starting to deliver some blows.
You know what Tahan Goodman's nickname is? The Serpent, because he strikes. And boy, did he on that play. Getting his first start at UCLA tonight for Randall Goforth. Normally the starter, he has injuries to both shoulders. Goodman has come in and played well this evening.
Gain of 4. 3rd down, 6 is the 34. UCLA showing blitz. Here they come. Swoops. Finds Gray. And he will not get the first down. Jalen Ortiz defensively pushed him out of bounds, and Texas has to punt it away.
It looked like they might have had a chance on that. Might have had a chance on that play. It looked like it was set up, but UCLA's ability to close in the secondary, Jalen Ortiz took away what appeared to be a nice opening after the pass was completed. Second nice play we've seen this evening from Jalen Ortiz.
So Ish Adams goes back. He's standing at his own 19. William Russ. High spiraling punt. That backs up Adams to the 5. And Adams, great special teams coverage. Going down inside the 10. Peter Jenkins with the tackle on special teams, a 59-yard punt. Fox Sports Supports is proud to team up with Boys and Girls Clubs of America. Boys and Girls Clubs help young people to reach their full potential through programs that promote character, leadership, education, healthy lifestyles, and more. For more information, visit foxsportssupports.com. First down at 10 of the 12. Neuheisel, far side. And Jordan Payton will get out of bounds after gaining 6.
That is the staple of what they're doing, throwing the football early in downs. Jerry Neuheisel throwing it out to the flats, wide receiver screens, swings. UCLA a nice gain on first down.
Get the feeling that that may set up a double move to go down the field. 2nd and 4 at the 18. Perkins out of the backfield. And he's wrestled out of bounds at the 22 by Duke Thomas.
And I think you made an excellent point there, Gus, about what it could set up, which is one of the reasons I think that Texas has not totally come up and just jammed every receiver at the line of scrimmage. They're still protecting themselves a little bit with the double move. Nice job by Perkins getting all he could with good coverage. There's Duke Thomas over the top finishing off the play.
First down from the 23. And they'll hand it off to Jordan James. But you know who I'm really impressed with in terms of poise? And I'm sure our colleague at the Pac-12 Network, who's probably sitting in the studio right now, would agree with me.
Yeah, Jerry Neuheisel's done a very good job this evening, jumping into a tough situation and acting unfazed.
Coach's kid, ready to play. First down, Jordan James.
You know how they always tell the backup you have to practice as if you're going to play? And, you know, most kids really don't listen to that. Like, yeah, I'll never play. Brett Hundley's always out there. Jerry Neuheisel does and did. And that's why he's out there and able to maneuver the offense as well as he has tonight.
First down at the 34. James again. With daylight. Jordan James out of bounds, but he gets inside Texas territory. An 18-yard pickup. Duke Thomas knocks it down.
You remember in our meeting with Jim Moore, he did say that Jerry Neuheisel, if he does want to coach, Jim would hire him tomorrow on his staff. If he engineers a win tonight, that could happen sooner rather than later, huh?
No doubt about it. First down and 10. This time it's Devin Lucien. And now, great balance by UCLA, and they're keeping this Texas defense off balance.
I like that observation, Gus, because really, when you look at it, they're not doing a lot to them. They're mixing it up, throwing it out, wide receiver screen, swing, and then running the ball inside. And they've been effective with that combination.
Eyes over Perkins this time. Cedric Reed tackles him, and he's close to a first down.
This is one of those drives where I think the offensive line is starting to really come together and gel for UCLA. Protecting in the pass game and in the run game, creating enough space and moving people, displacing them enough that the running backs are finding 3, 4, 5 yards of craft.
First down at the Texas 38. Neuheisel pump fake. Lucien breaks the tackle, gets out of bounds at about the line of scrimmage, but a late hit, it looks like, and a flag on the play.
And I don't know if that was on the actual tackle of Lucien. I saw Mossy Johnson, 14, over the sideline, tangled up with a couple of Texas players. You see Lucian 15, he's over the sideline, but here's the end of the play, and that's going to be the penalty. Mossy Johnson, number 14.
After the play was over,
hit on Jenkins.
Personal foul, offense number 14. 15-yard penalty, will be second down.
Now this is the first game that Mossy Johnson has played, a true freshman. A little over-exuberant, trying to make a play at the end, and it cost his team. They had it going very well. Now you talk about coaches when they say we can't get behind the chains. First and 26 is what's, excuse me, second and 26, which is commonly known as behind the chains.
Ball caught, Devin Fuller.
Wow, did you see Condre Diggs, number 6 for Texas, get upset with his teammate on that play?
Yes, he was.
You know why? Because Adrian Colbert was playing for the interception instead of playing through the receiver and trying to break up the pass, allowed the play to be completed.
Gain of 6, 3rd and 16 at the 44. They need to go to the 28 of Texas for a first down. And broken up. Beautifully done, Jordan Hicks. No turnovers in this game so far, but Texas has had some opportunities.
Now that's known as bracket coverage. Jordan Hicks, the linebacker, underneath. Over the top was number 6, Quandre Diggs. Very difficult to fit a ball into that tight of coverage. Hicks had the best play on the ball, but Diggs had the coverage over the top as well.
Shipley inside his own 10, heading to the far side. Wow, and he fair catches it inside the 5.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he'd like to have that one back.
Yeah, look, if you're going to fair catch it to 4, you're better off letting it hit and taking your chances, because you're not going to get much worse. We see what's happened so far in this game. Brett Hundley, the injured elbow in the first half. He went to the locker room. Now he's on the sideline trying to help his team. The touchdown pass, Tyrone Swoops to MJ McFarland in the first half. And what a beautiful throw by Jerry Neuheiser, throwing Nate Yesse open to equalize things here at 10.
So Texas backed up now. Gus Johnson, Charles Davis, Molly McGrath, and Mike Pereira in LA. And a pretty clean game so far. First down and 10 at the 4. Swoops. Fires. Johnson, first down. Marcus Johnson ran a great route. And Tyrone Swoops put it on the money.
And actually had enough time that he let the receiver clear the underneath coverage. It looked like Ish Adams was underneath. He let Johnson clear it and put the ball on the number 7 of Marcus Johnson for the completion.
Gain of 16. Marcus Johnson, 4 catches, 40 yards. Malcolm Brown now gets through. Crosses the 25 up to the 26. Miles Jack making the tackle. And a gain of 6.
You know who else is growing up tonight? This offensive line of Texas.
Right.
10 combined starts coming into this evening. They were overwhelmed in the second half against BYU last week. Had a tough time. But now they're starting to put it together. Marcus Hutchins, number 65, the left tackle. In fall camp, he was a defensive lineman. These guys now just putting it together, about 3 weeks together as a unit.
2nd and 4. Brown again. And this time, not a lot of room. Kendricks at the bottom. Kenny Clark up top for UCLA. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 3. Game tied at 10 apiece. Texas led 10-3 at halftime, but UCLA scored on their opening drive of the second half. Jerry Neuheiser throwing his first career touchdown. 3rd and 3. Swoops goes up top. And a flag on the play in the backfield. Incomplete. John Harris, the intended receiver.
John Harris almost wrapped around and made the catch. But that flag in the backfield is usually bad for the offense.
Holding, offense number 76. Penalties declined, 4th down.
Yeah, it's a second hold against Kent Perkins tonight, but now that it'll be a 4th down and Texas will have to punt the ball away. Deion Hollins was coming on the rush, and Perkins had to grab him before he got to his quarterback. Charlie Strong was watching the replay on the big screen overhead. It's mesmerizing, isn't it?
It certainly is. Will Russ drives this football again. Good as Adams. Back to the 10. Adams tries to get outside, but nothing doing. Najon Hughes with the special teams tackle. Back-to-back monstrous punts. 63 yards for that one for Russ. Prior to it, he had a 59-yard punt.
That was really good coverage, because my initial thought was he might have out-kicked his coverage. Looked like Ish Adams had plenty of room when he caught the ball, but the coverage came so quickly and closed. Very well done by the Texas punt coverage team.
So UCLA will start from their own 22. James.
Bobbled it in the backfield.
And that'll take us to the end of the third quarter. UCLA striking quickly. Jerry Neuheisel, first career touchdown. We're tied at 10, heading to the fourth. Understand how UCLA feels about it. Game tied at 10. We start the fourth. Bruins 2nd and 5. Neuheisel handing it off to Perkins. He'll push the pile forward and pick up a first down.
Right behind his center, number 54, Jake Brendel. It's his 3rd year as a starter, and he is a Texan who's back home to play this game. He got a little chip on his shoulder. Texas didn't offer him a scholarship.
He's from Plano. And Perkins again. And in today's world of college football, Charles, where you see offenses trying to run 80, 90 plays, it's kind of refreshing to see a smash-mouth game where both teams are determined to run the ball.
And both have to in this situation tonight, because helping out young offensive lines and quarterbacks.
Perkins again, and another first down for the Bruins. And at the top of the second half, Charles, you said we'd find out a lot about this UCLA team over the next 30 minutes. What are we finding out thus far?
We're finding out that they are made in the image of their head coach, Jim Mora. They will battle and fight. We thought about that about Charlie Strong's team. Jim Mora is the exact same type of a guy. You back them into a corner, they're going to come out swinging. They're down their starting quarterback, their all-star quarterback, maybe the best one in the country. Not deterred, still getting after it. It's a heck of a game. It's a team that's going to battle and fight. Like as Jim told Molly McGrath at the top of our show, our #1 goal is to win the game. Our second goal is to try and play a complete game. But bottom line, find a way to win.
2nd and 8. Neuheisel over the middle, and Payton with the first down again. Jordan Payton really coming on in this second half, and that's a 14-yard pickup.
And Jerry Neuheisel, as a dart thrower, is gaining in confidence. These passes are not traveling super far in the air, but they're getting there with dispatch, accuracy, and receivers are catching the ball on the move.
Michael Thompson is the injured Longhorn. He'll get to his feet. Game tied at 10. Back in a moment. Fox College Football is sponsored by the agile all-new Audi Q3. Stray the course. By DirecTV. If you call yourself a sports fan, you gotta get DirecTV. And by the Cree LED bulb, the biggest thing since the light bulb. And a look at the Cree LED bulb game summary.
Jerry Neuheisel's played very well since he's come in, his first career touchdown pass. How about Paul Perkins, 115 yards rushing, his first 100-yard game on the ground. Texas's offense in the second half is stalled after really playing well midway through the first half.
First down, they'll throw it out wide, and this is Massington, Eldridge Massington, a redshirt freshman from Mesquite, Texas, making the catch, and it's a 2-yard pickup.
Got 3 receivers to the boundary at the wide side of the field. I believe that's Jordan Payton, their leading receiver. See if they want to go there with space and give him a chance.
Going to hand it off to Starks. And Nate Starks stopped by Cedric Reed. But UCLA just really moving the football. Methodical drive that started at their own 22.
Nate Starks, the freshman running back, giving Perkins a little bit of a break every now and then. Perkins has been the workhorse this evening. He's back on the field.
They give it to Perkins, looking for the first down, and he will not get it on 3rd down and 1. This may be 4-down territory. Let's see.
Yeah, he's bringing the heavy unit out. I see Kenny Clark, 97, who's their starting nose coming into the game. I'm seeing big numbers. Eddie Vanderdoes, 47, is out on the field. He's a starting defensive end, defensive tackle. They're going heavy, and so's Miles Jack.
So on 4th down and 1, Miles Jack in the game. Diamond formation. Neuheisel takes a snap, hands it to Jack, gets outside, 1st down.
He doesn't play running back full time, so the play is supposed to go inside. Watch him bounce it outside. What about that vision? And Adrian Colbert had an opportunity in the backfield, unable to make the tackle. Not even a full-time running back. He ran that like he plays tailback every snap.
On 4th and 1, they pick up 9 yards. 1st down to the Texas 19. And they'll hand it off straight ahead.
That's Vanderdoes, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
You know, his dad was a high school baseball coach, and Eddie pitched for him. 93-mile-per-hour fastball. Imagine that big guy on the bump bringing it at you.
One thing's for sure. If he hit you, you're not rushing the pitcher.
Not at all. As you look at the yards of the total yardage in the 2nd half, UCLA really has bumped up their production.
2nd and 7, but this time Texas comes up and makes a play as Malcolm Brown. Another tackle for a loss.
Malcolm Brown, we call his name so often in the 1st half. Just look at the middle of your screen. Brown playing off of a block, coming down inside, and making the tackle on Perkins.
So that brings up 3rd down and 9 at the 18. They're over their last 5 on conversions. Neuheisel in the shotgun. He's going to let it fly over the middle. Incomplete. And a flag on the play.
Yeah, I was wondering where the flag was. I was surprised it wasn't out sooner. Jordan Hicks ended up chucking the receiver after the ball was in the air.
Pass interference, defense number 3. Spot foul, automatic, 1st down.
Okay, so here's Hicks 3. Watch him in coverage, and you'll see where the penalty comes into play. Right there, ball's in the air, and he's got his hands on the receiver. You can have him on the receiver until the ball's in the air, then you have to be off of it. And then you can't make a play until the ball's at the receiver.
So UCLA picks up the 1st down at the Texas 14. Perkins breaks a tackle and a lean forward. Jordan Hicks stops him. Perkins has run the ball extremely well. 21 carries, 118 yards, averaging close to 6 yards per carry. 2nd and 6. Perkins again. Malcolm Brown grabs his ankle. And an injured Bruin.
It's like Malcolm Bunch, the starting left tackle. And Desmond Jackson, remember the defensive tackle for Texas that they carted off? Not expected back the rest of the game. There's Rayford Johnson, 1960 Olympic gold medal in the decathlon, one of the great legends of UCLA history. Kyle Anderson, the point forward, about 6'10", just got drafted in the first round by the San Antonio Spurs. Famous UCLA alumni here taking in the game. Texas has their own brand, though. Vince Young's here. Ricky Williams are here. They were both working earlier today on TV. They're here watching the game. And Charlie Strong, the most interested Texas observer of them all.
All right. 15th play of the drive. They give it to Jack. Looking for the first down on 3rd and 3. And he will not get it.
I think they kick the field goal here. Take the 3.
Jordan Hicks leading the charge for Texas.
Going to run left. There's Vanderdoes, 47. 97 is Clark. 2 starting defensive linemen out front. But look at getting in the hole. Jordan Hicks, who just had that pass interference penalty. No one blocks him. He meets Jack and puts him down on the spot.
Ka'imi Fairbairn in to attempt a 25-yard field goal for the lead. And he has it. Fairbairn 2 for 2 this evening. And UCLA takes a 13-10 lead in the 4th.
Go, baby. We're getting after him today.
Welcome back to the Fox College Football Game of the Week, presented by the Green LED Bulb. And we've got a good one for you folks. These two teams have really competed. UCLA on the second field goal by Ka'imi Fairbairn. The Bruins take a 13-10 lead with 9:13 to play in the 4th. Marcus Johnson, and he'll get to the 20. Now remember a few years back when Ka'imi Fairbairn struggled a little bit, and this man showed confidence in his young kicker.
First game against Rice, missed some extra points, field goals. Nebraska, the same thing, and Jim Morris says he's going to stick with him. How about that? He's now made 19 straight field goals from 35 yards or in. So, you know, you put him in the right distance, he's dialed in.
His career high 48 yards. He hit a 47-yarder in the first half. First down at 10 of the 20. Shipley. And Shipley knocked out of bounds by Miles Jack.
It's hard to run wide against UCLA because of the speed of their defense. Every time you think you've got an opening, there's someone there filling that gap and making you bounce it and stretch it wider. Jackson Shipley kept looking and dipping for a spot, this cut up field. It was never there.
2nd and 7 at the 23. Jonathan Gray in at tailback. Gray running right. And he'll maybe gain a yard.
Well, the team in light blue is playing with a lot of passion here in the second half, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
Their defense has really elevated its play.
Not only passion, but a toughness.
Yes. There's Jeff Ulbrich, first-year defensive coordinator. Double-digit seasons in the NFL as a player. Linebacker, not a surprise, huh? Take a look at that man. We'd like to go out there and hit someone now.
3rd down 5 for Swoops. To the sideline. Whoa, first down. That's a terrific throw and a very nice catch by John Harris.
I mean, that was a boss throw right there, wasn't it? Boss. Man, look at that. Bam. I mean, just sticks it right on the receiver. Coverage wasn't bad by Ortiz, but with the velocity of the ball getting there, he had no chance to react and make a play on it.
So on 3rd and 5, they get 6. First down at the 31 for UT. 7:40 and counting. Play fake. Shipley on the move. And Shipley out of bounds, close to the 40-yard line. Ish Adams with the tackle.
Those are not easy throws to the wide side of the field, even though they're lateral. To put it on a receiver and keep him moving in the proper direction, that's a good throw by Tyrone Swoops.
Gain of 7, 2nd and 3. Swoops handles the low snap. Gray almost squirted through the hole. He gets to the 45. Vanderdoes grabbed his ankle and brought him down. If not, could have been trouble for UCLA. hurry-up offense now being utilized by the Longhorns. First down. Jonathan Gray. No gain. Wadu again with the tackle. We've mentioned his name a number of times today. Jaleel Wadu, a freshman from Los Angeles. 2nd and 10. Swoops again. He comes it in. At the 40, John Harris.
Texas finally back into territory of UCLA. Only one time prior in the second half.
First down from the UCLA 41. And they give it to Gray. Down to Gray. Down at the UCLA 10-yard line. Goodman had to grab on. A gain of 31.
Look how he gets to the outside. An excellent block at the point of attack by number 76, Kent Perkins. Gave him access to the outside, and Gray took full advantage of it. Texas playing at a faster tempo on this drive.
Malcolm Brown back in now. First down and goal at the 10. Here's Brown. Brown! What can Brown do for you?
I think Sean Watson jumping the tempo up on this drive has really helped them. They've been a huddle team coming out playing deliberately, but they found a crease and went at a faster pace, and UCLA has not caught up on defense.
Second down and goal at the 2. Texas knocking on the door. Swoops, play fake. Miles Jack.
Wow, he almost made a play that you dream about, and then you wake up and realize you didn't make it. He came in on the rush, batted the ball in the air, and almost intercepted it.
Illegal formation, offense. More than 4 men in the backfield, 5-yard penalty, repeat second down.
But watch Jack right here rushing the passer. He wanted to get better at that in this offseason. I would say that he has. Look at that. Popped it up in the air, and if Swoops doesn't tip it a little bit, Jack might have had a better play on the football.
Jack on the sideline now. Second and goal. They back it up to the 8. Swoops out of the shotgun. He'll throw it. End zone. Touchdown! John Harris! Tyrone Swoops. Vince Young 2.0. Maybe. So here we go, folks. The sophomore gunslinger coming up when they need him most. UT up 17-13. Sponsored by Dr. Pepper. Here's to a one-of-a-kind season. Dr. Pepper, always one of a kind.
As a defensive back, you never want a receiver to catch the ball in front of you in the end zone. Make him catch it over your head. Watch Jalen Ortiz. He made the cardinal mistake of backpedaling and taking himself out. Look at the space created between he and Harris, the receiver. Never let the receiver catch it in the end zone in front of you. Make it go over your head. He should have stayed flat-footed and not retreated.
Nick Rose kicks it away. Wow. Wow. And he kicks it out of bounds.
Gives him the ball on the 35-yard line and kills a little bit of momentum as well.
So let's recap it for you.
Okay, Brett Hundley in the first half hurts his left elbow, goes to the locker room. He has not returned to play. Tyrone Swoops has grown up in front of our eyes. A touchdown pass to MJ McFarland. How about the job Jerry Neuheisel has done in relief of Brett Hundley? His first touchdown pass to Nate Yesay. And then that pass there from Tyrone Swoops to John Harris puts Texas back in the lead.
Well, UCLA with the football, better field position at their own 35. Neuheisel sets up a screen to Perkins with all kinds of running room. Perkins still on his feet, and he'll go down at the Texas 35. Steve Edmond with the tackle after the 30-yard gain.
Did you see the block from number 52, Scott Quessenberry, at the beginning of the screen to open things up? Now UCLA wants to play with a little bit more tempo and pace.
First down at the Texas 35. Under 5 minutes to play. James knows Neuheisel throwing on the run to Devin Lucien.
Now this is a case where Jim Mora never wanted to hear gritty little Bruins again. Guess what? It's okay when it's Jerry Neuheisel, because he exemplifies a GLB right now. Making plays, getting out of trouble. Looked like it was going to be a disaster in the backfield. He gets out of it and completes the pass.
2nd and 6 at the 31. James. And he lost it. Texas says they have it. Texas has it. The first turnover of the game.
Handoff inside to James. Let's see what happens. Edmond strips it with his hand, pops it free on the tackle. And over the top, Paul Boyette Jr., number 93, is the one who comes with the ball. Look at the tackle by Edmond. Reaches, strips it, pops it free from Jordan James. Boyette comes up with the first turnover of the night for the Texas Longhorns.
So a first down for Texas at the 25. Brown. And he'll get close to the 30. Vanderdoes and Kendricks combining.
Texas still going at a better pace here. They found something that worked on the last drive that paid off with a touchdown pass from Swoops to John Harris.
2nd down at 5. And UCLA all over the play. Vanderdoes. Texas wants to work as much clock as possible. UCLA, with all 3 of their timeouts remaining, Texas has 1. They're down at 9.
See if Sean Watson gives Tyrone Swoops a run pass option here on 3rd and 10.
Here's Swoops out of the pocket. And incomplete.
He moved him so that if he could approach the line of scrimmage, there was an opportunity. But he gave him that chance to make a play and lessen the risk of an interception or a tip ball. They'll punt it away now. UCLA will get another opportunity.
And remember, Will Russ has been terrific punting the football his last 2 trips out. A 59 and a 63-yard punt.
And they need another one like that to tilt field position. They need to cover well. Ish Adams returned a punt against Virginia in the opener for a touchdown that was brought back due to a penalty.
Russ from his own 11.
False start. Offense, number 5. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
That's Josh Turner, who just got added back onto the roster. Missed the first 2 games due to suspension. Cost his team 5 yards of critical field position at this stage of the game.
So now Russ at his own 6-yard line.
They've got to cover big on this one. Ish Adams is a game breaker.
Adams from the 21. Adams. Whoa! Adams up the sideline. Still on his feet. Ish Adams down at the Texas 33. And there was some serious wood being laid on that return. A 58-yard punt and a 45-yard return.
When you get blocking such as Ish Adams had and couple it with his speed and savvy, look at that block right there. Excellent job. That's Cameron Judge, number 4. And here it comes right there. There's that block. And now there's Ish Adams wide open. Another block there, and Caleb Blewett. There's Judge hitting Nashawn Hughes. And then Adams with good vision kept that play alive and brought it back and put UCLA in business.
First down and 10 at the Texas 33. Jerry Neuheisel, pump fake, goes up top. Touchdown! Jordan Payton. They've been waiting for that all game.
You said it earlier. All the short passes could set up the double move. And there it was.
Jerry Neuheisel coming in the game for Brett Hundley, and he's playing like Johnny U.
No, he's playing like Rick New.
Rick New. Fairbairn to attempt the extra point. And it's good. 3 minutes to play. 20-17, UCLA responds. The coach's kid dropped the biscuit in the basket. (20-17), 3 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. 12th-ranked UCLA in a dogfight with Charlie Strong's Texas Longhorns. Jerry Neuheisel, all hugs from his teammates. 2 touchdown passes, the first 2 of his career. 178 yards. Here's Marcus Johnson. Crossing the 20 up to the 22.
Now look at this. Watch Jerry Neuheisel at quarterback. He's going to pump fake to the left to Jordan Payton. Okay? That works. Why? Because Duke Thomas at corner watched in the backfield. Watch for Thomas, 21. He's going to peek into the backfield, flat-footed. See how he's looking back? Now Payton's got him because receivers always say, if we get even with you, we're leaving you. And Jerry Neuheisel put it right on him. Beautiful throw.
First down. And Harris took his eyes off the football and drops it.
Trying so hard to make a big play, he forgot to take the ball with him.
Second down and 10. Swoops again. Shipley. And Shipley gets to the 26 before being tripped up. Tackle made by Fabian Moreau. Third down and 7. Texas needs a play right here.
Harris has been his go-to for most of the night.
He's at the bottom of your screen. Swoops, steps up in the pocket, and goes down. It's a sack. Odigizua. And that brings up fourth down. And it looks like the Longhorns will go for it.
No choice.
4th and 8 at the 25. Shipley in the slot at the bottom of your screen. Swoops, throws, and incomplete.
After the play's over, unsportsmanlike conduct, UCLA number 94 took his helmet off on the field of play. That 15-yard penalty will be assessed. It will be first down UCLA.
They'll get past that penalty. Having the ball is all that matters now. Possession 9/10 of the game. Forget the law. But for both of these teams, as Texas trying to upgrade their image, toughness came to the front tonight. UCLA never questioned their toughness. We saw it on display on both sides of the ball this evening.
What a return by Ish Adams. Bruins with the football at the 40. Texas has one timeout left.
You know, you just referenced Ish Adams' return, Gus. These two teams have been going at it, offense, defense all night. Biggest play to set it up for UCLA, special teams. All that yardage, that hidden yardage, that territory that he gained, gave them the opportunity.
Perkins running on first down. As you take a look at some of the top 25 losses, Georgia to South Carolina beat Tech after beating Ohio State last week in Columbus, falling to East Carolina, and Louisville losing at UVA.
The one I had the biggest feeling for going into it was Louisville and UVA. Now UVA, who last year won 2 games and looked impressive against UCLA, so we all start to believe now we get it. Their defense is pretty good.
Perkins.
UCLA's very happy with that win because they can point back and say, see, beating Virginia on the road, that counts for something. Preseason, we didn't think it counted for anything.
The Texas Longhorns so close. David Ash could be lost for the remainder of the season. Their former starting quarterback, Brett Hundley, injured his elbow in the first quarter, went out. Who knew that Jerry Neuheisel could come in and run the show? And boy, has this young man made some plays. Miles Jack wants to stay in bounds.
And does it. And the good thing for UCLA, Gus, is they get next week open. And then Thursday night, the next Thursday, they head to Arizona State. So Brett Hundley gets a little extra time to try and get healthy.
And here's the play of the game.
Jerry Neuheisel, pump fake. Jordan Payton with a little stop and go. Neuheisel drops it perfectly over Duke Thomas. That play is the one.
Fourth down and 1. They give it to Vanderbilt to lean forward and pick it up. How about that? A team taking on the image of its coach. Jim Mora, toughness. And his Bruins played that way today. And look who they're lifting up. Oh, what a scene. Jerry Neuheisel. This is your life, kid. And I have a feeling that somewhere in the studio, there's a proud papa who may even be in tears. The final score from AT&T Stadium here in Arlington, Texas. UCLA 20, Texas 17. We'll return to AT&T Stadium to wrap up tonight's game right after these messages. You've been watching college football on FOX. 20-17, the final. UCLA comes back behind the strong arm of Jerry Neuheisel. And moments ago, the star of the game caught up with our Molly McGrath.
Jerry, You're obviously very emotional. Brett Hundley goes down. You don't even bat an eye. You get lifted up by your teammates after the game. How are you feeling right now?
It's just a dream come true. You know, I was born at UCLA, and to be the UCLA quarterback means the world to me. And, you know, I've been dreaming about this moment. I didn't expect to come in as a backup in Jerry's world, but, oh, God, I can't describe it in words.
Jim Mora told me at the half that he has all the confidence in you. Brett Hundley was coaching you on the sidelines. How did they help you through this?
You know, they just kept me calm. You know, it's hard not to be nervous when you're a backup quarterback coming into a situation like this, but, you know, they had all the confidence in the world, which meant the world to me. So I can't describe it. This is just an unbelievable feeling.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Gus Johnson and Charles Davis, I tell you, what's better than sports?
Yeah, we're not in a position where we're supposed to root for anyone. But how can you not be affected by what you just saw there with Jerry Neuheisel? A career backup, guy's not supposed to be in the game. Without Brett Hundley, UCLA should have been in trouble. And in some ways they were. But he elevated his game. As Mike McGrath said, he didn't miss a beat when he came into the game. But I thought the rest of the team elevated their games around him to help him out. And he delivered. When it was time, he delivered. That pass to Jordan Payton, that was right on the money on the pump fake. The pass to Nate Yesse into the end zone, he threw him open into the right spot for it. So Jerry Neuheisel deserves a lot of credit, but UCLA, their toughness really carried them home, and Texas was awfully tough today themselves.
Well, I tell you, there are no moral victories, but this is a moral victory.
It really is, because remember last week, Texas was dragging out of their own stadium down 41-7 to BYU for the second year in a row, and Taysom Hill, their quarterback, was still running. So this was a big deal to see Texas respond in the way that they did. I think good days are ahead for the Texas Longhorns, but tonight belongs to the UCLA Bruins.
Great job, partner.
No, you're the one who called it, big boy.
All right. Well, our final score, 20-17. The UCLA Bruins remain undefeated. Next Saturday, we kick things off on Fox Sports 1 with Louisville versus Florida International. Then it's Oklahoma at West Virginia on Fox, followed by San Diego State at Oregon State on FS1. It all starts at 3:30 p.m. Eastern on Fox Sports 1 and streaming live on Fox Sports Go. For Charles Davis and Molly McGrath, this is Gus Johnson saying so long from Texas.